Usigu is the first of 7 projects in our 2020 vision. It was opened in 2009 and currently houses 80 orphans. Through extensive prayer and research, we have designed a strategy for self-sustainability through fish farming with fish cages. Bringing this home to a self-sustaining status ensures its legacy and frees up money to continue the 2020 vision. A fish cage is basically a floating metal frame with a hinged lid and a large net, which extends about 6 feet below the water where the fish can grow to maturity. After construction, the cages are carried to the shore where they are loaded onto our boat and ferried to their location for plotting in the lake. The cages are then secured to anchored lines in rows on the lake and then ready to receive the fingerlings. Each cage is stocked with approximately 1,500 fingerlings where they will spend the next 7 months of their lives. Feeding takes place 3 times a day by boat, and the fish are very active during this time. After 3 months, the fish have grown to around 4 inches, and by the 7th month, they'll be around 12 inches. Then it's time to harvest and sell them, and repeat the process. An old Chinese proverb says, "Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime." That's the goal of this project, and the numbers are quite impressive. The cost to build, stock, and feed each cage is $1,000, which is a one-time donation that can be made over time. Whether you're a church, a business, a small group, or an individual, you can sponsor a cage or cages and make a significant investment into the kingdom. Our goal is to place enough cages in the water to fully sustain the project. If we exceed our goal, the funds will be used to further the ministry and build the next projects in our 2020 vision. The amazing part is that your investment keeps on giving so that you don't have to. That's God's principle of multiplication. Here's how that all breaks down. To build and install each cage is $350. Stocking is another $75, and then it costs $575 to feed them for 7 months until they're ready to be harvested and sold. We'll harvest at least 1,200, which will sell for an average price of $1.50, giving us $1,800 to work with in just 7 months. Now we've recovered the original seed money plus $100 for a total of $1,100, which can now be used to provide for the orphans. We already have the cage, so we'll reinvest the other $700 to repeat the process. Here's what that looks like. We'll take about $50 of the $700 to do maintenance and replace the nets, the same $75 to stock the cage again, and the remaining $575 to feed them for the next round of 7 months. So with each 7-month cycle, we produce $1,800 per cage, of which $700 will be reinvested, and $1,100 per cage will be sustainable support for the orphanage to provide their food, clothing, shelter, education, access to medical care, all in a loving, Christ-centered atmosphere. It's amazing how a one-time seed of $1,000 can provide sustainable support for these children. My wife and I are definitely planting a seed, and we hope you'll join us. See our staff for more info on sponsoring, or go to www.ctlight.org/fish and you can sponsor your own cages.